Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We join our party inside of the Astral Prism yet again. In the previous episode, you know that little strategy we've been working on for like 90 hours now to stop the Absolute? Yeah, it didn't work. That didn't work at all. Everything we planned just went sideways. We apparently played right into the scheme of that Elder Brain and what it was plotting the entire time. I guess I can't even call it an Elder Brain anymore, as it evolved in the previous episode into a Nether Brain. The city of Baldur's Gate is actively under siege as Nautiloids are being summoned in and people are being turned into mind flayers in the streets. If the Emperor didn't pull us away from that last conflict, we would be mind flayers right now too. Now what the plan is going to be, I have absolutely no idea. That's anyone's guess. I've heard, and I said this at the beginning of our playthrough too, there are supposedly 17,000 different endings of this game based off of the choices that you make. So if you're a viewer that's been playing along at home, I would love to know how your experience differs here in the comments below. And if this is the final episode for our series, I'm going to try to not get emotional because this game has meant so much to me. I looked forward to it for so many years, and I genuinely think it's one of the best games I have ever played, if you were to ask me right now, anyway. Sure, it's not perfect. Like, sometimes my party members just don't follow me down the hill when they can jump and not take any fall damage. But overall, it's been such a phenomenal experience, and I'm so thankful to have you guys join me on the ride. Thank you so much for being here day after day after day. And of course, just because this playthrough may be coming to an end and Zen's story is closing, that doesn't mean that we are done with Baldur's Gate 3. I already have another playthrough lined up. I'm figuring out the gear I want to use in that playthrough and how I can acquire it and the order I need to do things in. The next one's gonna be juicy, my dudes.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed.
Why?
The problem was not the stones. The problem was you.
Is he gonna say because I didn't
Make
evolve?
only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once.
That is difficult.
It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Illithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is.
So you could see every possible outcome?
I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
This fella and his ultimatums. But he's forgetting one thing. We could become Illithid. I mean, I could. You could trust me to do what needs to be done.
Oh no. Okay, so my options are to give all of the stones to the Emperor right now and trust him. So far, our interests have been aligned, but we were put in that position by the Netherbrain, it sounds like. When you say assimilate Orpheus, what does that mean exactly?
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
I mean, doesn't that sound like what a mind flayer does? But you're trying to make me feel like you're a good mind flayer? Would I be able to wield the stones myself if I become an Illithid and assimilate Orpheus?
In theory, yes. You have resisted such a fate so far, and this would be a complete evolution. And you will be an Illithid for the rest of your days.
The rest of my
Is this
day?
really something you would be willing to accept?
This isn't a decision to take lightly. We should talk first.
That seems very reasonable. That seems very, very reasonable.
Yes. All is lost.
Well, Karlak wants to talk. She's the only one.
The Emperor might be right, but we're not out of options yet. Let me transform. I'm not long for this world. I can feel it. You can trust me to use the stones as we planned. To defeat the brain and nothing more. It's the perfect solution. Say you agree. Please.
Oh, man. Karlach, if this is the end for you, you should go out as yourself, not as a mind flayer.
I'd rather be a mind flayer than have to watch you become one. You still get to live. Do it as you. If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world.
Oh, this is breaking me into pieces. That was such a good line, but I don't want anything bad to happen to Karlach ever. But there are only two things certain in life, aren't they? Death and taxes. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I want to be a mind flayer. I don't think I want Karlach to be a mind flayer. We've trusted the Emperor this whole time. Let's trust him one more time. None of us are turning into a mind flayer. If that means giving them the stones, then so be it.
I trust you. Do what you think is right and I'll stand by you. But if you change your mind, just say so. I'm here. And I'm ready for whatever comes next.
All right, deep breath. Deep breath.
I trust you have aired opinions and grievances and
We
made
have.
your decision. Are you ready to become a mind flayer?
No. No. Take the stones. I trust you to wield them. I mean, let's be honest. I can't roll a 99. Maybe an Illithid can.
Thank you.
That was loud. Oh, God.
Now stand aside. I will assimilate the Githyanki's power in your stead.
Okay. Just gonna eat that brain. Oh, it's glowing. Let me know how that tastes. Zen looks mildly concerned. Oh! Yep, just sucking right in there. He would clarify why he waited so long to do that in the comments. I think I know, but
Do not judge me.
we're past that point, my dude.
Come, we must follow the brain's path. This time, we will not fail.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Come, it's time to leave.
There goes my appetite for a while.
Everyone's like, dude, we are never eating
Made the
again.
right choice. If not,
Shadowheart is going to cast a level 4 aid on the party. And we're going to travel through a portal to the High Hall as a group. Are you ready to leave the astral plane? I believe we are. Look at that walk. The walk of confidence. Oh, right into a pit. I'm glad you looked down. Oh, yeah. I never got that dragon that was under Wormrock Keep. Uh-oh. I hope we don't need that. The Githyanki seem like they're doing pretty well. There it is, dude. Even more nautiloids. How many do you need? Is that not enough? Oh, crap.
Need to find a way through.
Need to find a way through. We are technically in the upper city right now, but this place has been ripped apart. Oh my god, and dragons in every direction. If we move the camera down, we get an even better view of the chaos going on in every direction in the city that we used to know.
Got to keep moving.
Well, everyone together in a group, I can't help but notice that Zen has a new friend with him. The Emperor is joining us.
Wraith! You held the future of a people in your hands! How dare you take our prince from us!
It was necessary!
Dare you parade around this abomination!
Look, bud, you're coming out of nowhere and just throwing around accusations. If you kill me, I'm the only one that can prevent this from happening. You know that, right? This is... Oh, that's a third. Well, that's not gonna work. We gotta get a natty on this. Oh, man, we were close, but no cigar. He has new scars on his face as well. This guy has seen some shit.
You've made your choice, and I've made mine. Tarzeth!
Oh, God. All right. Well, the Githyanki are holding the high ground, stopping us from progressing forward. Karlach is gonna rage. She now runs forward towards the Githyanki on the low ground, swinging her weapon. Do these guys all have parry? They sure do. She parried some of it, but not all of it. And Karlach enabled Zen to move in for a beautiful sneak attack here. 99% chance to hit. We don't need luck. We have skill. Now on Zen, I'm going to bonus action sprint up the stairs and try to get as close to this archer in the back as I can, and we'll go ahead and end his turn. Karlach's gonna end her turn right here as well, and the archer begins to move forward, oiling his bolt before he shoots it. 8 damage into Shadowheart. Said, why am I enlarged? Oh, I'm reduced. They made me small. That's what the thing did. We see a Misty Step being used by the Githyanki, moving in on Karlach with big damage. She cannot mitigate any of the psychic damage coming from this weapon, but the physical damage she more or less just shrugged off. Now, Kithric Voss is looking for Zen, and he does not... Oh, I'm a Mind Flayer! He doesn't find him. What can I do? Mind Flayer Domination? Telekinesis? Throw a creature or an object 60 feet with a thought. 45% chance? Just send him that way. Unfortunately, to throw someone somewhere, you do kind of need a destination. We also have Karsus Compulsion. Channel the stone's magic to control the crown of Karthus to dominate the Netherbrain. You could just do that right now. Oh, that's our stone thing. We're not even in the fight with it. We can sleep, but I imagine it's a pretty low health threshold. 64 points is actually not that low at all. Black Tentacles, slow, extract brain, 17 to 137 damage. Whoa. Another question I have is how much of this would have gone to Zen if he became a Mind Flayer? Would he be popping off like this? This is my first time seeing anything that is this strong as just... You could freely do them. There's no spell slots or anything. He just does it. I'm going to try to... It doesn't even affect allies. Look at that. I'm going to try to just stun Kithric. He saved the Mind Blast, and we will end that turn. Shadowheart is reduced, so she's not going to be able to do too much here. However, we can remove... Yeah, we can remove this guy's parry. So we'll just try to do that. Divine Strike Poison, that's totally fine. The reason we attacked was so Karlach can really attack on the next turn. And I'm going to summon in a Divine Weapon up on the high ground if I can. I don't want to give up my spot, so we'll just put it at the top of the stairs. They counterspelled it, so we will Psionic Backlash that for 3 damage. It looks like the Spiritual Weapon was not placed. Now, on Will's turn, we will see the Hex go forth onto Kithric Voss. We will then fire off the Eldritch Blast. 3 charges, 60% chance to hit with each of the charges. We're then going to Action Surge and do it again. Very good. And end our turn. The mustachioed Githyanki on the high ground tries to cast Blindness on Will. I will let him. That is totally fine with me. It's not a concentration, right? So Will's blind. Misty Step now being used. We'll let that happen as well. And here we go. Karlach on the move. She moves up to Kithric Voss and swings recklessly, missing the first attack, going back in for a massive critical hit for 42 damage, and then a frenzied strike to follow up, connecting for 26. Zen was originally going to focus all of his damage on this raider. However, that may have changed. Let's sneak attack to open. Huge damage. Then Flurry of blows. Bro, he has 1 HP left. I have to make a decision. Who's it going to be? This raider's nothing. I'm going to try to fire a shot off down the stairs into the back of Ketherick. We connect for 14 damage, and he falls down lifelessly. Karlach ends her turn on the stairs, and now the Mind Flayer. Oh, he's right there. Here, can we stun him? Must take a short rest to be able to... Oh, to use these again. Oh, I see. Well, just go up and start swinging. That's totally fine. Do you have multiple attacks? No, it just looks like one. Shadowheart's going to swing with her spear, connect for the divine poison, and then swing again with her polearm master. Will's blinded, so let's just let him end his turn right there. And now we see Burning Hands being cast on 2 targets. This might be worth counterspelling, and we will psionically backlash as well, just because it was an AoE. Now, I don't have too many spell slots on Will in general, so we do need to make sure we don't go overboard with what we're doing here. I'm sure there's an even bigger fight lying in wait. Karlach with another frenzied strike, hopefully finishes off the target. We make it reckless. It doesn't connect. Zen from the top of the stairs, sneak attack with a ranged weapon. 5 HP is all we need, and we connect for 16 as another Nautiloid rolls by. Do these guys have anything on? Whoa! Damn! With the Githyanki out of the way, we're gonna keep moving. There is a set of double doors up ahead.
Lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand.
Sure.
For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for...
Oh, Zen just shows up.
You're late, friend.
What are we fighting
This
for?
is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flayer.
I could have been that mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it traveleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
This is because we broke her out of jail?
I have to lend, I will lend it.
It's because we saved
I will
him?
make my city proud again.
Yes, you will.
Our city, Father. Today, I fight in your honor.
Yes!
I'm in the mood to crack some
Wait, the
skulls
elephant?
after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure
what
I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
I want my city.
The guild.
And I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My people have never hunted a monster this large. They are eager to join the...
Those are the vampire hunters.
We healed flows through me.
Halson.
And from me to you. And whatever company you keep.
Glad to have you with us. And not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech. Something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
I'm glad we passed that insight check. I'm really glad. The outcome of this battle is not predetermined. It will depend on your will to win. And Zen looks around the room. He really did look around the room.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
When do I call? Call forth allies. Your allies have pledged to help you. You can summon them during combat with the call button. Where is that? Gather your allies. It wasn't on my bar. It's only available in combat. Well, it looks like I need to go through this door. I wonder just how many allies I could have had in this place. I promise you any content that I missed, it was not on purpose. But will it be enough? Another nautiloid going by on the north. What a perfect view of that as we leave the room. God, this is just stunning. Absolutely breathtaking. Larian, you out-fucking-did yourself. Wait, this seems to be where a lot
Stay low.
of the conflict is. All these guys are running away.
Fall back! Fall back!
Uh-oh.
Matthew! Leave him be! We have to keep running!
Wait, is that it? You chased up until that point and then you turned around? You know, we have one of these of our own! Oh, they're gonna think it's an enemy. You guys are running the wrong way.
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
No, he's with us.
There's a glimmer of something beyond his words, but in a moment it's gone, consumed with fear.
I'm not skipping any of this dialogue. I don't know why this is happening.
Run, then we're clear.
My hands aren't even on the keyboard. I literally have them raised above my head in anticipation. Okay, so this is going to allow us to full rest. We have all of our spells back. We still have aid. Oh, that was the only use of that, though. As we enter, we know there's at least one Mind Flayer. What else do they have waiting for me? Zen breaks off from the group and gets down. We see sight lines. It seems as though a lot of the enemies are above us right now. Does this ladder take me up? It does. I'm going to try to get up there behind them. Emperor, can you at least fucking sneak? Come on, man. Come on. Goblins? An ogre? You're sending goblins after me? Zen jumps up onto the roof over here. It does look like... Oh, no. Turn-based mode? Darkness. Turn off turn-based mode. That was smooth. That was so smooth. Yes, dude. This guy has sea invisibility as well. Breaking into this place is not going to be easy. If that patrol is moving up to the... Oh, there's more Mind Flayers down below. I just wanted a good opportunity to open up on this ogre. Okay, moving very, 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 very quickly. Turn-based mode now. To get me into position, we are going to fire off an arrow of flame at the barrel at the end of this walkway. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'll catch the Mind Flayer with the explosion, but it still should be pretty good. Oh, I did catch him a little bit. Maybe. Wait, is he dead? I got him! I killed the Mind Flayer! Holy shit! Zen is now invisible. Is this guy dead too? Combat may not have started, believe it or not. Zen is going to sneak and move this way. And end his turn, I guess. Huh. I end everybody's turn. What happens to me? I double-clicked on Zen just to see. They did not see combat start. That is incredible. The world just moved, but nothing else happened. Now Now that's another nautiloid tank right there. I don't think that'll be enough damage. This guy can see invisibility, but I have the upper hand right now, at least. Big damage. Combat has started. We're going to sneak attack again because it's the first round of combat. No reason to make it do any extra crits. We're swinging one more time. And that target's dead. And Zen's going to start to move back this way. Invisible and stealthed. Now, the Emperor is not in combat yet. Neither is any of our friends back in the other direction. So let's see how much trouble Zen can get into here before he needs backup. Everyone else is lying in wait and might be able to help soon. Oh, I am super split. Oh, that is odd. Let's end Zen's turn and see how this plays out. I strike for her! We also have winged horrors calling in reinforcements on the far battlements. And this is just above where my party was. Whoever was going for that switch. The flames from the first explosion have gone away in the rain, but not before we kill off a couple of the goblins that were moving towards it. They're trying to detect me.
That was close.
They did not.
No doubt there'll be others.
And we are once again back in turn-based mode with our entire party. So I'm going to end turn-based mode. We are out of combat, right? Yes. When will they turn around? Oh, the Emperor's just about to ruin everything. The Emperor just ruined everything. Okay. Well, here we go. Everything is hitting the fan now. We're going to bring in everyone from outside, too. So that's what that switch does all the way over there, huh? The Emperor is going to fly forward towards the goblins in front of him with a bonus action. He is then going to swing. 7 damage, I think he can manage that. And you're going to move up there too. This is the person who just hit the door. Wait a minute. Will is out of combat. Will backs up and casts Mage Hand here. Oh, he can't see. Come on, Will. He got it. Mage Hand is up there, and it's in combat. Will and the rest of the team are not in combat. I will backlash that magic missile. All that damage going for the Emperor right now. He has 140 HP. There are a lot of enemies in this courtyard, though. That 140 HP will not last a very long time. Everyone should be sneaking over here. That's what I told them to do anyway. And we're just going to get them into position. As soon as it's the Mage Hand's turn, which looks like it's going to be a hot minute, we'll try to get the door open. In the meantime, we need to create as much space for the Emperor here as we possibly can, which I think means I don't have an action. Uh-oh. Don't have an action at all. Well, I guess that means I'm going to be moving up and punching one of these goblins. We'll bonus action dash. Stand here and... Oh, we don't have any actions. That's okay. We'll stand with the Emperor. This guy's on the move. This should just be a big movement turn for a lot of these guys because we are very far away from where I think they were expecting us. We will try to deflect that missile and return it to Cinder. We took 0 damage and he took 0 because of the line of sight. That was shot at disadvantage, and we see a lot of guards moving up Main Street now towards our adventurers. It is Mage Hand's turn. Is Mage Hand invisible? If not, that's going to suck. I am going to attempt to fly. I guess that's one way of doing it. Can you just hit this lever and cut out the theatrics? So the door should be open, and our party advances. Now, I should not take this opportunity lightly. So, Karlach's going to sneak all the way around to this side, climb up this ladder, and focus on killing these 2 guys by the door. We may have to deal with a winged horror at the same time, but let's be honest, it's Karlach. She'll be just fine. She entered combat at the tail end of the turn order, so she is going to rage and run forward with a devastating swing on the nearest target next to her. That just happens to be the Adept of the Absolute, recklessly hitting for 26 damage, making that even more with 29 on the follow-up swing. Now, Shadowheart is going to slowly enter this fight. There's a ladder on the northern side of the wall, right next to where all of the action is going on, that she can slip up. Maybe even... Ooh, 2 goblins next to her. I don't think that's an issue. I want to cast this Mosquito Swarm. It's one of my favorite abilities, and we can get a wonderful hit right here where neither Zen or the Emperor are brought into it. So that's what Shadowheart's going to do. Just get in position for that. As soon as she casts it, she'll be added to the fight. That's the Insect Plague in position, and it looks like we just aggroed a bunch more enemies all at the same time. With the rest of her movement, we're going to try to get back up to the high ground and back towards Zen. But now, it's Will's turn to get involved. Will is moving for the same ladder that Shadowheart climbed as she entered the fight. One thing we're going to do different, though, is break the ladder. That way no one can follow me up here. I'm a little upset that used my action here. I'm not going to lie, because that ladder was not in combat. But that's a minor detail. We're going to move Will towards the goblins on the left side. And I don't really know what they're trying to do, but they only have a little bit of HP. We should be able to take them down. And that's everyone involved. Everyone has entered. Karlach is an entire screen away. The Mage Hand might be able to do some pushing over here soon. And Will, Shadowheart, Zen, and the Emperor are all holding up their spots there on the northern wall. More calls for help echo through the area as it seems as though there's still some patrols moving around here. We see some of the Intellect Devourers dashing directly into the Locust Swarm and taking that damage as a result. We've actually cleared off this entire hallway, but a spectator has entered the fight, coming down the main path. Now we see some Mind Flayer on Mind Flayer action over here, and more goblins than we thought now getting involved in this fight at the same time. It's come around to the Emperor's turn again, and he is going to... Because we killed the ladder here, I think most enemies are going to follow this exact path. So I'm going to go ahead and put that black tentacle stuff here in the same spot as well, making sure I hit the Mind Flayer in front of the Emperor as well as the other one trying to move up towards us. And that will cause some more difficult terrain to happen here. Now we have one Mistress of Souls that is thinking about attacking. She's the one that moved for... She just fucking fireballed a Mage Hand? Do you think that's a little overkill? Speaking of overkill, we sneak attack. We swing again. And then we punch the snot out of him with a bonus action. Ooh, the punch did miss. Unfortunate. So she fireballed the Mage Hand. Now we're seeing some ranged attacks coming towards Karlach at the same time. So far, she's managing them well. That Frenzy will help out a lot. She takes half damage from all physical sources. The Winged Horror is likely going to fly over to her. We anticipated this, and I don't think Karlach's going to have any issues over there on the wall. She has 24 more bonus health. Okay, so the Psionic Blast. Wait a minute. Did some of that magic missile miss? That wasn't anything I did. I just did damage to the caster. That shouldn't have missed. I didn't think the Mind Flayer would be teleporting behind us like that, but of course they can fly. That does make sense. Luckily, Zen was not concentrating on anything, just the Emperor, and we see more and more enemies now hitting that pile of tentacles. Well, you almost protected me from that Guardian. Can Karlach not move? Oh, she didn't have a line. I should be outside of this thing's area. And I should have killed that guy, but he had to resist death. So we'll go ahead and just make sure that gets removed. Meanwhile, I'm pretty pissed off at this Mistress of Souls, so we are going to throw a javelin at her with our Reckless throw. And that might have been a spear. Javelin at her with our Reckless throw. Can't reach destination. That doesn't That doesn't compute. Stepping away from the ladder did it. Some weird interaction there. That javelin knocks her prone, and then I'm going to stand next to this person here. If they move, we're going to attack of opportunity then. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, as our camera snaps over, it's now Shadowheart's and Will's turn. Will is currently thinking about killing that goblin in front of him, but I can't move right now. I'm ensnared by the tracker behind me. Now, this should be a pretty cut-dry case. 2 Eldritch Blasts on him, 1 on the other. That wasn't enough to kill a goblin. You kidding me right now, Will? At least the ensnare is done. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to action surge. We are going to do a big move this way.
Finding my way.
And then I'm going to distant spell our favorite Wall of Fire. And I'm going to put that right here where this Mind Flayer is and extend that path as far as I can towards the goblins. It does say that the angle is blocked sometimes, but what happened? Why'd it cancel? Maybe I should start down here and then draw back in that direction because we have more room to work with over here. Let me try from there to there. Hey, there we go. 4th time's the charm. So that killed off most of the goblins, and we lit one of the Zealots of the Absolute on fire. So we're controlling this corner very, very, very well. That's going to do it for Will. I don't think he needs to do anything else. Meanwhile, Shadowheart on her turn, already focusing on those locusts. That's going great. Let's try to stab this goblin right here and see how he likes that. That'll end both of those turns, and now we get to wait and see what the Spectre is thinking. That was a big jump to do absolutely nothing. Now, ooh, 2 Mind Flayers up here with us. That is getting a little more intimidating. Dashing going into the wall of flame and the insect swarm. It does look like the tentacle concentration that the Emperor had has ended. Let's try a telekinesis on the Mind Flayer in the back. I'm going to throw him directly into the fire down below. It worked. He took fall damage. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Then I guess that's it for my turn. I can't do anything else. And Zen is still stunned, so he's going to miss out on his turn as well. Is telekinesis a concentration? How does that work if I already killed the guy? Maybe I could just cast telekinesis again. If so, that's going to be one of my favorite abilities in the entire game. This is my first time using it. Karlach with a reckless attack of opportunity as that unit runs away from us. We are going to psionic backlash as more magic missiles fly towards Zen, and they hit hard. Zen is currently at half health. Another Mind Flayer on the high ground, this one moving for Karlach, and she is not resilient against that psychic damage. This could be the biggest threat moving towards her, and she is isolated at the moment. We're going to go for a big swing on the Mistress of Souls, follow it up with another, hopefully killing her off. Indeed, we did. And then I'm just going to jump down next to this target because I know that they're going to want to run away from me very, very soon. Shadowheart on her turn, still focusing on that concentration. She's doing great. Do you think Sacred Flame would do anything? We could try it. We also might want to open this door. There's allies on the other side, although I don't know who. Why isn't the Spectre doing more? I think Shadowheart is going to main action dash this way and then just kind of hang out over here. Maybe even sit down on the bench. Try to look unassuming. We have a great concentration with that wall of flame, but a haste might be better suited for this situation. Either way, I'm not going to commit to that right now. What we are going to do instead is fire up the Eldritch Blast on the Mind Flayer on the high ground. The knockback may put them back inside of that insect swarm, and they get chewn to pieces. Let's see what the Spectator does. Jumping over the walkway, does get affected by the insect plague, and then we see 19 damage being sent out on the Emperor. This is starting to get a little sketchy, but it did at least end its turn inside of that area. Karlach has 2 more undead creatures moving towards her, as well as that Mind Flayer on the corner. So that's getting scary for her at the same time. Are they all going that way? Yeah, she might be fine, actually. She might be fine. Zen finally gets a turn, and we're going to use it to sneak attack in melee. I can't reach it. Oh, yeah, I can't reach it, which means I either need to stop that concentration or try something else. If I move back just a few more feet here, make sure I get that pathing right, Oh, I didn't see this guy. I could have killed him. I could still sneak attack that guy, and I think that's fine. And then just regular attack the spectator that's inside that swarm right now. Not concentrating on anything. Let me drink a potion just to make sure Zen survives this turn. Meanwhile, the Emperor, I would love to cast telekinesis again, and it looks like I can. I'm going to pick this guy up and move him back into the fire that he tried so hard to skip over. And that will end both of these turns. Shadowheart just a few feet behind us will be able to heal us up if we need it. We begin to see more scuffles near Karlach, but the attack of opportunity, recklessly thrown, does not connect on the Inquisitor of the Absolute. The Mind Flayer on the other side. Where is this guy? He's on the stairs. He's casting Magic Missile. I think we just backlash it and let it happen. Let it happen. Those attacks win for Zen, connecting for 8 damage. Bro, Magic Missile, I thought it did 4. I thought it did max 4. I mean, these are Mind Flayers. They have a lot of magic. Speaking of which, that was a very graceful fly over that center area. Karlach's going to have a turn soon. I hope you don't regret that, friend. Another of these zealots attempting to run through thinks better of it, seeing that Spectre ahead of them caught on fire. Karlach is going to push this guy off the high ground if I can. It looks like I have the angle wrong by like a pixel. There we go, 26 damage there with a bonus action. We're then going to use our full rage and run it down at this Inquisitor. We connect for 45 damage and swing again to finish them off. Now I'm just gonna line of sight here so these guys have to move around to see me. And Karlach continues to hold the walkway. We already do have an aid in play, so let me do a healing touch on Zen. Cast at level 4 to try to help him as best as I can get back in this fight. It's just been relentless. Then a level 2 healing word just for a little bit more healing. It's not going to be much, but every little bit, I think, counts at this point. I'm feeling really good about how our concentrations are going on this corner, so I don't want to give that up, but I am going to move forward to make sure I can hit my Eldritch Blasts. I was very optimistic that he was going to be sent over the other side of that. So what we're going to do instead is quicken another casting of Eldritch Blast and try to kill that guy off. It was successful. With that, Will is going to try to walk back to get any form of line of sight that he can to try to protect that concentration. The spectators at it again, jumping over the insect plague and then sapping the crap out of the Emperor. His concentration has broken. That means telekinesis is off the table again. But I think I could just cast it. I think I could just cast it. It's no big deal. The winged horrors have made their way up to Karlach. She did not take any damage as far as I could tell. Maybe that temporary health bar took a small hit. I bet this thing can see the entire way up. But for some reason, I can't check sight lines right now on Zen. So I'm just going to go for a regular auto attack here. From range, we connect for 13. We shoot again for another 13. Now on the Emperor's... Oh, he was paralyzed. Is there anything I can do to help him? Anything I can do to help a paralyzed? No, I don't think so. So we're going to have to end our turn there. The Mind Flayer Karlach pushed down onto the ground, stands back up. I imagine he's just going to fly right back up. Yes, there it is. We see it. And he went through the window of that room to reach her even more efficiently. Wall of fire takes down that zealot as he tries to approach. Karlach pushes the Mind Flayer out of the window. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. We're going to turn to the side and do a very large cleave on the winged horrors. Recklessly. That was not enough damage to kill them, but it was close. We need 8 damage. What can we do? Oh, these guys... I was looking through my inventory trying to find something to throw. I forgot these are undead. They're super light. I'm just going to pick up one of these winged horrors and throw it at the other one. That angle should work. Oh, almost. I'm going to recklessly throw this one and throw him into the Mind Flayer now. Although, look at the path it thinks I'm going to take. Are you see? What? 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 Let me just sidestep a little bit. Maybe we can get a slightly better angle. No, it literally has me going to the roof. Okay, I'm just going to throw a javelin into this guy. He's ruining all of my fun. And Karlach will sit here and try to tank the Mind Flayer next turn. So far, she is a one-girl wrecking crew. That is for sure. The Insect Plague is still holding as the spectator is looking upon us. I think I'm going to cast this fiery one. And if I can... I'm going to try to get it so I can hit both. Perfect. Both the Seeker and the Goblin. That should be a double kill, and it was. Shadowheart secured the walkway. I end my turn. I then take Will out. I think there's one more guy in this stuff over here on the left. I'm just going to level 1 magic missile that. It can't miss. He has... Ooh, let's make it a level 2. That might be enough to kill him. Let's make it a level 3. That'll be enough to kill him. Maybe. I cast all of them on the Zealot. Hey, there it is. We did the math, and it was successful. Now, well, I guess we can stop this concentration. We don't need that anymore. We don't need the wall of flame anymore. And we can start to fly Will over towards Karlach to hopefully start helping out. And that'll be his movement for this turn. Just trying to get over in that direction. We end as another wing horror continues to approach Karlach. All of the enemies that have faced her have died in droves. Only 3 still remain as the Inquisitor of the Absolute runs towards us, but then takes a ladder down towards something I don't understand. Karlach doesn't get to go yet. How far can I fly the Emperor around? That is ridiculous, actually. Yeah, let's just get him over to this corner. That is so cool. That is so cool. Zen's like 8 weeks away from this appointment, but he's going to bonus and main action sprint, and he gets just about as far as the Mind Flayer. I feel like Zen would feel pretty good about that. I think he would feel pretty good about that move. I don't think I could do anything through the walls here, although maybe a sleep is in order. I don't think I have line of sight. Yeah, target out of sight. So we'll go ahead and end that turn. This is the enemy Mind Flayer going in now. He stuns Karlach, which may end her rage early. We've seen it happen before. If she can't swing, bad things happen. I'm going to main action jump on Shadowheart and have her move a little bit further down. Then Will is going to call out his target with a Hex. I believe I can hit this person on the far side. Oh, out of range. So I could Hex, distant spell, debuff, then Eldritch Blast from here. Yeah, that did a decent amount of damage. And then I would love to jump down there with the rest of my action, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Meanwhile, Shadowheart ends her turn as well. We want her to get hit. I actually don't think it matters if she takes damage, but the fact that that guy tried to attack Karlach will keep her raged going. So that's one of the worst things they could have done. They tried to ensnare Will with that attack, but a psionic backlash deals damage to her instead. And now, as this motherfucker thought he was getting away, the Emperor appears in the door. And he casts a Mind Blast into the room. I know it's difficult to see. They took 27 damage. Someone took 27 damage. I can tell you that much.
Let's go.
Zen should be out of line of sight, so we're going to bonus action sneak, and then sneak attack the Inquisitor down beneath us. Firing that extra shot yet again, but not connecting. The Emperor's done with his turn as well. The Mind Flayer inside takes a little bit of burning damage, and then Mind Blast Karlach through the door. She is yet again stunned. It looks like the Emperor's Mind Blast did hit that winged horror in the corner. So we have 2 jumps out now, and on Will's turn, we're also going to see the cast of Featherfall happen too. Will's going to immediately not do anything because he doesn't have a bonus action, but Shadowheart, not enough movement speed. Are you kidding me? Because she moved down here? Well, next turn we'll be able to do something. If we want to close the gap on that guy, we can. Thought I had a little bit more movement on Shadowheart there. Will dodges that ranged attack as the enemy approaches yet again. Zen from the high ground, they have like one little pip of vision right there. So that should be enough to break it. Ooh, you don't seem too encouraged about that line of sight though. Can you hit it or not? He takes a step forward back into vision. I don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to have to just start shooting. And shooting he does. First one connects for 13. The second for 13. The Emperor tries a chain of lightning in these small quarters. Hits for 52 and kills the wing horror on the other side of the room. And the final enemy remaining is the Inquisitor in the middle, who the Emperor slowly glides down beside. Zen ends his turn. Karlach ends hers. Shadowheart ends hers. We're just trying to get back around to the Emperor at this point. He should get an attack of opportunity here, but I want him to get something even better if we're able to. I'm not going to backlash that. Even though it's coming from my own people, we're totally fine. The Emperor casts Sleep on the Inquisitor of the Absolute. Oh, wow, I could have cast Sleep on a bunch of guys. Just that one. He ends his turn. Everybody ends their turn. The enemy remains sleeping, and then we devour their brain. How do I do that? Extract brain. Do it! 127 damage. Fuck! That is so much damage. We're going to short rest. Everyone's back to full health. Now where are we going? So something to note, I once again cannot rest. So I didn't hold too many punches that fight, but we're not going to get any of those spell slots back. Luckily for us, we are full health now, though. Zen is going to pick the lock. Ooh, a perfect 30. Look at that. Pick the lock of those big doors that were over here by Shadowheart and Will. I just wanted to see who this was.
If you're going to do it, just make it quick and painless.
I'm not going to do anything. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You're letting us go?
Yes.
Just like that?
What? Do you not want me to? Get out of here.
Thank you. You're getting to safety too, right?
Hell no. I am going in.
I don't think they are. They're heading toward the worst of it. Here. Protection for you and your friends.
Oh, what is that?
Let's go!
What did she give me? Oh, she cast a blessing. Death Ward! Everyone in the party has Death Ward! That's huge! Holy shit. See? It pays to help people. You see? You know what's funny? That was a 30 to unlock. You know what? It would unlock that door pretty quick, too? A level 12 barbarian. And just look at all of this carnage in the courtyard next to us.